Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind Let's Play of Steins Kate. We got ourselves to the apartment, and let's get through some more of this, shall we?
そこの貴様、俺たちが見えているか?
Can you see us?
なぜ何も答えない? 貴様に聞いているんだぞ。
Why won't you
モニター
answer?
のそっち側にいる
I'm asking you a
貴様に
question.
だ。
Yes, you on the other side of the monitor. The meta breaking fourth wall
間抜
here,
け面
great
をしよ
stuff.
うってつまらんやつだ。
Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis.
貴
But
様からだと
I was going to say the
俺た
corporation.
ちはテレビの
Organization.
モニターの中にいるように見えるだろうな。だがそれは大きな間違いだ。
I suppose that from your perspective, it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong.
モニターの中にいるのは貴様なのだよ。
For it is you
貴
who
様
are
が現
inside.
実だと思っているその世界は
Your
実は
reality is
全て
nothing
虚
but
構。
lies.
も
Shadows.
ちろん貴様
Naturally,
自身もな。
that includes you too. And I'm talking over the voice again, like I said I was not going to do. I get
真の
anxious.
現実、それはこちら側にある。
True reality is on this side of the screen. I think that depends on the perception
自
of the
分が
observer.
何を
my
指
friend.
摘されているのかすら分かっていないか。無理もない。
Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth.
まあいい。貴様には分かりやすく、俺たちのことについて説明してやろうではないか。
But no matter, I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand. Thanks for talking down on me,
まず、
bro. Rintaro.
俺たちがいるのはどこかということだ。ここは東京、秋葉原にある未来ガジェット研究所だ。俺たちは普段ラボと呼んでいる。世界の支配構造を作り変えるという我が野望の拠点だな。
The Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos. Couldn't I click on this before? Does it interrupt something? Let me try it real
そう
quick.
なんだ。
No, I thought I could
悪い
click
こ
on
と
that
し
or
ちゃ
click
ダ
a
メな
button
ん
or
だ
something.
よ。オカリン。
Really? You shouldn't do bad things, okay?
まあいりは少し黙っていろ。
Quiet. I'm a mad scientist, remember?
駅から出たら中央通りを進み、末広町駅の交差点を蔵前橋通りへ左折。次の信号の一歩手前の路地を入ると、大檜山ビルという古臭い雑居ビルがある。
That was gonna be rough for me.
その2階に我がラボは今日構えている。
From the station, head down Chuodori until you reach Suehirocho Station. Then take a left onto Kuramaebashi. Hey, come on, that can't. I think doing enough manga and this game combined over the last 3 years, I feel like I'm getting better. I just can't. It takes me a while to I have to slow myself down when I actually go through the letters of the word, you know. But Kuramaebashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the rundown Oyama building. The lab is on the second floor.
目印はビル1階にあるブラウン管工房というマニアックなテナントだな。
On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Brontube Workshop. You can't miss it.
今時旧式のブラウン管テレビだけを扱っているショップだ。いかに電気街である秋葉原といえども需要があるとは思えない。寂れた店なのだ。
It deals exclusively in CRT monitors of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara, Electric Town, the demand for CRTs is practically
だ
non-existent.
がブラウン管工房店長である天王寺というおっさんはこのビルのオーナーでもある。
But the proprietor of the Brontube, why do I have to say it like that? Because that's how he says. Well, that's how it says it in my head. Workshop. Tenoji. 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 It's also the owner of the building.
ゆえに今野球ピッチで都市開発が進み、しかも高騰しているこの秋葉原であろうと道楽丸出しの店を構えていられるというわけだ。
That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even as land value continues to rise.
幸いにもあの店長は人を見る目はあるようでな。この俺のカリスマ性を見抜き、ビル2階を丸々ワンフロアただ同然で貸してくれたのだ。ふわっはっはっはっは。
He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. Of course, his evil laugh.
未来ガジェット研究所は深刻な人材不足のため優秀な研究員を随時募集中だ。今のところ所属研究員は
I digress. The future gadget laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are...
オカリンそこはラボメンって言わなきゃ。
You gotta say lab
所
mams,
属研
not
究員じゃなく
researchers.
て。
ラボメンすなわち
Our
ラ
lab
ボラ
mams.
トリーメンバー
Laboratory members.
俺を含めて3人で
three.
ラボメンナンバー
I gotta cut
001
them off sometimes because
ラボ
this
創
is
設者
sort
に
of
して
dragging it.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストであるこ
Especially
の
the
俺
fifth time around, sixth time
オ
around.
ーイン京馬
I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, Lab Mem number 001, the insane mad scientist Hoyuin Koyoma.
オカリンって呼び方の方が可愛いのに。
Okay, it is cuter though.
そしてコスプレが趣味のこう一点ラボメンナンバー002椎名真由里
Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, Lab Mem number 002, Sheena Mayuri.
てってる。
Call me
着る
Mayushi.
んじゃなくて作るのが趣味だよ。
I like making costumes more than wearing them.
最後にスーパーハカーラボメンナンバ
Super
ー
Haka.
003橋田至だ
I love it. At last, we have our resident super. I love the way he says it. Lab Mem number 003, Hashida Itaru.
スーパーハッカーって呼ぶなよ。スーパーハッカーだろ、ジョーコ。
We'll get it, goddammit. Stop calling me that. It's super hacker. Duh.
そんな我々3人で構成される未来ガジェット研究所の活動内容はそのものズバリ発明である
Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention.
詳細は我がラボのホームページを見
For
て
details, see our lab's homepage.
もちろん闇の支配権力と戦うための未来ガジェットが最優先事項だがその研究から派生する副産物的な発明も多い
Our top priority, of course,
今の
is
と
to
ころはそっ
develop
ちばか
weapons.
りだ
Damn it. Weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned.
すでに我々は8つの未来ガジェットを完成させただがこれはまだ序章でしかない未来ガジェットのアイデアは
I think I might have just
俺
caught
の
that.
中
I
に
don't know why.
108まであるのだ
Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8. 8 people. 8. Floor number 8. 8. Infinity loop. 8. No, sorry. Mobius continuum. Time and space intertwining on itself. But this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create.
某テ
108.
ニス漫画みたいにですね。わかります。
Oh, 10 like code language. 8 infinity. I like it. Bullshitting routine commence. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it.
人の煩悩の数とい
No.
えこのアットチャンネルの
It's the number of earthly desires in mortals. You at channel junkie.
それと俺が話しているのだから口出しをするなと言っているだろ
I wish you said this there. So I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking. I wish it was like when I'm monologuing or something.
そもそもオカリン、
He wasn't really
さっきから
monologuing.
なんで
He's
独り
been
言
cutting him
喋ってんの
Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. But that's a
独り
monologue.
言
That's
で
a
はない
monologue.
見て
I'm
わ
not
か
talking
る
to
じゃない
myself. Can't you see?
俺は今
I love it.
モニターの向こうにいるこいつに
I'm
話しかけてい
talking
る
to
の
the
だ
person behind the monitor.
あ、今その人、にやり
He
って
just
笑っ
grinned.
た。
おのれ貴様
Every time,
何を笑っているのか
Mayushi.
モニターの中の存在のくせに
What are you grinning about, damn you? I'm trying to say Mayushi's name. You don't even exist outside that
こっ
monitor.
ちみんなって言ってやれば
How dare you flip this on me? Just say don't look at me.
通じないんじゃないか
I
な。
don't think that's gonna
俺
work.
たちに話しかけられていることにすら気づいていないらしいな
It appears our attempts to
自
communicate have
覚がな
failed.
いというのは
It's sad to
実
see
に不幸
someone
なことだ
so deeply in denial of reality.
その人にして
That
み
might be a
た
better
ら
way of
マユシーたちがゲームみたいに見えてるのかな。
maybe they think we're in the game.
そいつには現実なのかゲームなのかっていう発想さえないんじゃね
I doubt it's even occurred to them.
んじゃあ、ダル君の大好きな二次元の女の子たちもそう
But
な
aren't
の
your 2D girlfriends the same way?
それは別。あの子たちは僕の嫁だから。
Those girls are my wives.
誰の嫁の話はどうでもいい。
Nobody cares about your harem.
でもさ、マユシの言ったことって興味深いテーマじゃん。もし仮に僕たちがゲームの中の住人だとしたら、それを見極める術はあると思う？
But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure?
ないな。
No?
即答かよ。
Come
ゆえ
on.
に、そのような議論は
Such
不
questions
毛。
are meaningless.
世界の支配構造を打ち砕く方法について考える方がよほど有意義だ。
Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. The Dark Dominion, the system, the organization. So
12
many.
秒オツ。
Nice, Junibyu. Forget what that word means. I'll look it up. I step back from the monitor. There it is. Displayed on the screen is the ugly cute character Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally I find only the ugly part of Ugly Cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turned to Daru with a menacing glare.
黙れスーパーハカ。
Shut it, Haka.
俺は中二病ではない。
I'm no Chunibyo patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin.
おーい。
I am a...
今日まだ。
Kayoma! God damn it. I'm
そういう設
I feel
定
like
っしょ
I'm。perfect. That's your character name, right?
やれやれ。誰の
Oh,
人とのコミュニケーションの取れなさは
Your
どれだけ経っても治ら
communication
ないよ。
skills are beyond repair. He literally said communication there. I could be wrong there, but I feel like he was saying an English word in Japanese while speaking Japanese. I don't think the Japanese word for communication is communication, however you said it. But I
ア
heard
ニメのオ
communication.
フ会じゃ
That's what I'm
僕が
saying.
いつも場を盛り上げてるっつうの。
I'll have you know, I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother in arms, and right-hand man, Yashida Itaru, nickname Daru. He's a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition despite his insistence that software is his forte. He knows he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Another copyright claim. Da-da-da. Oh, the needle bit my finger. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. I feel like he literally said this at the opening of the game, and I'm just catching the repetition now. And it's like literally, I feel like it was word for word. It's been a few days now on my end, in the real world, the real reality, the one on this side of the monitor that you're all watching. Maybe your reality is not the real reality. Everything, maybe you're in a game. Oh God. She's also an otaku, nowhere near Daru's level though. This Ditsy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me,
マユシーはオカリンの人質だからここにいようと思います。
Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here. Well, that certainly was cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. No, she saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough. I may be reading into that differently the 6th time around. This is blind. This is a blind experience. So, did Alpaca Man say anything?
いや、全然。
Nope, nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive, so unresponsive you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game.
この不愛想アルパカ。
Damn antisocial alpaca. I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do, The TV makes a sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn! This crummy TV is on lease from the blown tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
きっとね、アルパカさんが怒っちゃったんだよ。
You made Mr. Alpaca angry.
後で修理できるか聞きに行かなければ。
Damn, I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of the Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. Oh no, don't look into it. Don't look at it. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. That might be why I feel like that scene was longer in memory. Oh shit. I thought this is all together. And they're gone. As I left Radikan, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but the catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until...
どうかした？
What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Reality, you say? Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared just now, right?
消えただろ今目の前で
You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes? Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by the slender shoulders and shook her.
マユリも見たか見たよな
Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? You just have to imagine it, okay? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. I didn't see anything. You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles.
見ていない見ていないのかだってついさっきまでここにはたくさんの人たちが歩いていたんだぞ
You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there?
歩いてたかな？
There were?
それに店員まで消えている
Even the store employees are
いくら何
gone.
でもありえない
That's impossible by any measure.
それは仕方ない
Of
と思
course
う
they
よ。
are. Of course they are gone. Her reply didn't make any sense.
とにかくね、最初からこの辺には誰もいなかったよ。あ、そっか。オカリンは幻を見てたんだね。
It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't
き
you?
っとこの暑さのせいだよ。
I'm sure it's because of the heat. Toot-toot. How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. Or, come on, work this out with me. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's building. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radikan, where I had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Mikise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Mikise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was,
そもそもあの
What the
人工
hell
衛星は
is that
一体
satellite
なんだ
doing here? Right before Dr. Nakabashi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb and had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine. Someone placed that though, bud? Shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. Although that's not yet. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop, but that's not what I was seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabashi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere, somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen?
マユリ
Mayuri,
あの人工衛
about
星
that
だわ
satellite.
びっくりしたね。
Yep, what a surprise, huh?
びっくりしただと。
What do you mean? What was a
何がびっく
surprise?
りしたのだ。
ドカーンってすっごい音がしたもん。
It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow. It certainly did make a sound, but I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like a zzz.
あの人工衛星は落ちてきたのか。
Did that satellite fall out of the sky?
来たのか
Did
な。宇
it?
宙人さん乗ってるのか
Do you think any aliens were on board? What do I, had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it
そこの
all?
君たち
Hey, you two! Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us. His expression
ここで
stern.
何をやっているんだ。ここらは今
What do you
立
think
ち
you're
入り禁止だ。すぐに出て行きなさい。
This area is off limits. You have to leave.
な。ごめんなさい。
We're sorry.
それより制服警官さん、仮にあなたを警官 A と名付けるが、一つ聞きたいことがあるんです。
First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Dun, dun, dun.
勘 A って
Officer A?
今ここで数千人の通行人が
Thousands
一
of
瞬で
people
消え
just
たんです。
vanished. You
あなた
saw
も
it
見
too,
ました
didn't
よ
you?
ね。
見ていない。いいから早く出て行け
What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could,
さっきから何をバカなことばかり言っているんだ。
look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, no one got stabbed at Radikan before he said anything. Before he said anything, folks. What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, a policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabashi's presentation really happen? I checked online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikan. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even To TV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery?
そう
Question
か。
mark. I see.
そういうことか。
That's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare.
これもすべて機関の隠蔽工作ということだな。警察にすら圧力をかけられるということは、この国の中枢ももはや奴らの手の内にあるということ。なんということだ。
This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God.
だが、俺の目はごまかせ
But
んぞ。
they underestimate me.
いつか必ず奴
For
らの
I
所
am
業
not
を
so
暴き、
easily played.
その支配構造に終止符を打ってやる。
I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential.
頭脳労働の後のドクターペッパーは相変わらず最高にうまいな。
I love the voice. Elixir intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius.
コーラの方がよくね。
Cola's better.
オカリンは本当にドクターペッパーさんが大好きだよね。
really loves his Dr. P.
この知的飲料の良さがわからないやつは人生の5分の1を損しているぞ。
I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. And of course, he doesn't say the M though. He just goes, he doesn't have the mwah, mwah, mwah. It's just more evil, more mad scientist. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Step through the curtain, dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the future gadget laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poked Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons, as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be.
ダル、計画は順調に推移しているか?
Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly?
計画って何ぞ?
What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models.
計画は計画だ。8号機の調整以外に何があるというのか?
The plan, as in the plan, obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8.
ああ、そのこと。
Oh.
いきなり計画とか言うから何
I'm
が
not supposed to know what you meant.
そろそろお前との付き合いも3年半
We've
ほ
known
どに
each
な
other
る。
for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. I don't know if that's sorry. Sometimes did I pick up on this the last few world lines? He's only been a lab member for 2 months though.
高2の時はクラス別でほとんど喋んなかったじゃん。
We were in different classes
だから
junior
実
year,
質2年半じゃね?
and actually we didn't talk at all. So 2 years.
細かいことはどうでもいい。
Details.
それほどの付き合いの長さなのだから、いい加減俺の会話についてこられるようになってくれ。
The point is we've known each other for a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here.
それは無理。
No. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us and the person playing the game. That reads into things because they have to mean something. Shot down again.
それで、8号機の不調の原因究明は進んだか?
So are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8?
いやまだ。
Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadget. Gadget number 1, the bit particle gun. Gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Gadget number 4, Moad snake. Gadget number 5, once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 6, the Sialume saber. Gadget number 7, ghost in the ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist's genius. Anyway, our current project is Future Gadget number 8, the Phone Wave, name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, our names or names with hidden meanings that needs extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head, and so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, named subject to change, is in short a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the Phone Wave, named subject to change, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri, had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1. As usual, when the unexpected happened, the chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
マユシがやった状況を再現して何度も実験したけど、冷凍できたりできなかったりだし。
We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing
バ
phenomenon.
ナナを冷凍してみようとしたら、さらにへんてこなことになったし。
And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird.
さっぱりわかんねえ。
I just don't get it. Dado, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again.
マユリマユリ
Mayuri!
ここにバナナを持て
Bring forth the bananas! On my throat.
またゲルバナ作るの？
Are you gonna turn them into jalbananas again? Jalbanas again?
前から気になってたけどさ、マユシ。ゲルバナって略さないでくんない？
That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them jalbanas?
だってね、ゲ
But
ルバナはゲルバナだ
Jalbanas
も
are
ん。
jalbanas. I take the bananas from Jalbanas, fucking savage. I take the jalbanas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave, named subject to change.
なんでいつも
Why do you
一房
have to
丸ご
use the
と
whole
入れる
bunch?
の？
It's a waste of food.
ケチケチしてい
Why
て
don't
は
we talk over
人々
Mayoshi?
の戦いに勝利することなど
Fucking
できんぞ
barbarian. Your stringiness could cost us the battle with the organization.
勝たなくてもいいよ。あのね、バナナはマユシーが買ってきてるんだからね。おかげでマユシーはちっともバナナが食べられません。
That's fine with me. Mayushi, wait, he puts a dash in his. Mayu-dashi. Anyways, Mayushi always bought Mayuri. It's Mayuri. And she says Mayushi when she talks about herself. But then Daru says Mayu-shi. What the hell's going on here? Mayushi always buys the bananas. And now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
次からは一本ずつ使うことも検討しよ
We'll
こ
only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, named subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put... This one nailed me. Now, I check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? All right, let's knock this off. Let's not do this for the fourth or fifth time. How did I do this again? There was a button. This one? Excuse me. Z and C from the looks of it, I would imagine. Whoop, right here, bro. Is that what you wanted, bro? There we go. Scrambled. How do I think I have to backspace it? I do. I just want to check just in case. We got the open address book. We got the phone wave. Here, I want to call Dada while we're here. No? No? Mayuri. Pick up Mayuri. Phone wave. Call. Damn it. I'm connected.
RENG こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
Hello, this is Phone Wave, named subject to change. This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system that will program to operate the phone wave.
マユシーの声聞こえてきた？
Do you hear Mayushi's voice?
う少し黙れマユシーガイダンスが聞こえ
I'm
なくな
trying
る
to listen.
こちらからタイマー操
You
作
can
が
operate
で
the
きます。
timer from this menu.
シャープボ
I'm just
タ
going to
ン
skip
を
some of
押
this.
した
After
後
pushing the number sign
温め
button,
たい
please
よ
enter the heating time in
例え
seconds.
ば1分な
For
ら
example,
シャー
press
プ
number 60 for 1 minute.
2分ならシャープ
for 2 minutes, press
120
120.
です。
Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave, named subject to change, to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayushi's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, named subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
綺麗なターンテーブルだろう。普段と違って
Nice
逆
turntable,
回転してるんだぜ、
right?
それ。
It's even spinning backwards.
何逆回転
Backwards? I never noticed that.
そこに重大な意味があるかもしれない
That might have serious
漁師
implications.
の振る舞いにも影響してくる問題であり奮闘の規則を導入して
If we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hoon's rule.
あるわ。ねえよ。
Yeah, no.
ないか
Not Hoon's rule.
ないね。
No.
そうか
Okay. The exchanges are great. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning jalbanas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayori takes the bananas out, jalbanas out.
ゲルバナの出来上がり。
Jalbanas are ready! The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave named subject to change had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time.
ダルよこ
Dario.
のバナナ 食べてみようとは思わないか思うはずだ。我らの理念達成の犠牲となり散ったダルに敬礼。
You wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will forever be remembered.
すげえまずそうじゃん。
They look really nasty.
味は関係ない。食べることに
The
意
taste
味がある
doesn't
のだ。
matter.
さあ、ダ
What
ル、
matters
遠慮すること
is
はない。
that you eat it.
骨は
So
広く
come on
思い
now.
切ってずずいと行くがいい。
No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach and go for it.
いらね。
No way.
ではマユリ、お前にその名誉を
Fine.
譲ろう。
Mayuri, the honor shall be yours.
なんかね、ゲルバナは中身がデロデロでブニュブニュだったよ。
But Japanas are all goopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one?
味もしないし、全然美味しくなかった。
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
デロデロでブニュブニュか。
Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy?
ダルよ、
Dayaru,
どう思う？
what do you think?
ブニュブニュバナナか。
Soft and
ブ
squishy
ニュブ
bananas,
ニュ
huh?
のバナナ。
Soft and squishy banana?
マユシ、あなたのバナナブニュブニュだねって言ってみて。
No, dude. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me.
ダルくん、ダルくん、鼻
Daruko,
血出てる。
your nose is bleeding.
いいから言ってみてください。
Sick
お願いしま
Please,
す。
just say it.
あなたのバナナ。
Your banana's all soft and...
言わせるな、手のが。
Don't make her say that, you perv! Every time. Every time. It's just because it's so silly. It's so silly. Dad retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway,
ゲル状になったということは反固形。
the music.
すなわち
Mysterious
分子同
music.
士の結びつきが弱くなっている可能性がある。
They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there is a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. We could have partially liquefied the bananas.
そうか、わかったぞ。
I've got it. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand.
俺たちは冷凍機能だと思い込んでいたが、実は違ったのだよ。
What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised?
さあお前たち、なんだってと叫ぶがいい。ここは叫ぶところだ。
Now's the time to shout, well, what'd you say? Come on, don't be shy. It does come across. Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
冷凍機能じゃないのは分かってるっ
Oh,
つう
we
の。
already knew that. Oh,
問題はじゃあこ
The
の
problem
機能っ
is
て何ぞ
we
何
don't know
が
what
起き
it's
てんのっ
doing
てことじゃ
or
ん。
why it's doing it.
冷凍の逆なら解凍じゃないのかな。
If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them?
実に愚鈍な意見だな、マユリ。それでは普通の電子レンジと同じではないか。
What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave.
じゃあどういうこと？
Then what is it?
それが分かんないから悩んでるんだお。
We don't know, and that's the problem. Maybe I did play for 5 hours because now I'm still thinking of there's like 4 scenes or something like that I still have to go through. He's right, to be honest. I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Dado and I to head to Daibiru. Oh, that's right, receiving mail. Here's the thing. I felt like that was almost new to me, but it's because I had the sound so low to not get copyright claims and shit. Or blockers. The blockers I'm afraid of. And so I knew that this thing was flashing, but I don't remember. I remember hearing the music, but I don't remember this experience. This exact experience is what I'm trying to say. It's gone. I think the mix of music, the sound effects, this flashing, it all just did something different in my brain for like just a second, and I took about 30 seconds talking about it. You've got mail, Mayuri. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Garo Frog. I do remember this. Hold on. What I didn't do is I didn't click on these before. I'm gonna click on Upa. Oh, is it? No. Click on reply. I feel your pain. That thing was worth a fortune. Our precious research funds. So they never found. I did forget whether they found it or not. Oh, that shit. Did I not send it before? Maybe I didn't do that. Anyways, it's done. It's done. Whatever it means, it's done. With the froggy, and then you can't click on this again, right? And then this one is still scrambled. Let's try to call that out. beside us, but we'll try it anyways. Lukako. Was that name already there? Or did it appear there because it's from another world line? I just don't remember. I don't remember. Change wallpaper. I want the red one. I want to confirm it right now. Thank you. Metalupa. Did I have a metal loop? Did I have Oopas and metal Oopas before? I don't remember seeing this. Fuck! Red, I said. Ringtone. No, let's keep it. Male ring. No, that's fine. I think it was just for the Mayu to piece. Yes. Yeah. Put it away. All right. Let's continue. Oh, let me try to click this again. No. No, there's another. There's a button you're supposed to press when this pops up. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits. Basically, we have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me is the large, unidentified object that crashed into a building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women in sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Dado, aren't you going to check on Radican? No point. Take it close. I've been following the news though. There's already 100 threads about it on that channel. It's huge, man. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor, ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC. I'm alive. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the summer. About the phone wave, name subject to change. I might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Important? Very important. Very important. 'Cause he has his true name as well. Now's not the time. So, what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So, basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Dario. I have a hunch that the phone wave, named subject to change, may be the key to opening Steins Gate. How's that? Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator, I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulders to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. Whoa, it's a girl, and I recognize her. You, impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu. Is there something wrong? I'm not sure my brain put something together the last 5 world lines. I mean it did, but what I'm saying is but it didn't. Kurisu frowns and tries to back away. I'll explain myself later, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow. You should be dead. Why are you here?
しかも
And you're even... There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes. And they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Oh. Oh. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Work with me here. Yet, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Like, it's not an important thing, but it could be important. Because it's probably not important, but it's gonna be, but it could be. Yet, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. I mean, it's not important because it's like I already know something. Hey, that hurts. Let me go. But it could be. because it could be intertwining with something else. And I'm trying to like I need to reorganize some continuity is what I'm saying. Y'all, you know, it Karisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me. But this is the 5th floor. Wait. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. And the satellite's already crashed on the building. But if she appeared in the beginning of the game, but it was actually after this event, and he's out of time. Like I already knew. I mean, I already know like there's something with his brain. I feel like I came up with some theories near the end of my life. I guess it was 5 hours. I thought it was 3 hours. But I feel like I can't. I might, maybe I have to go back and hear what I expressed. But I feel like I'm looping on my own ideas again. I mean, I know where I'm trying to go, but I'm trying to find validation in the experiences. But like revisiting some of these scenes in hindsight, it's just I'm remember because I've heard these things 5 times now. No, I mean, hold on. The first time I didn't get this far. I didn't. This is the 4th time maybe I'm going through this part right here. 4th time? Third time. This would be the 3rd. I feel like I'm kind of good. Okay, I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. Let's just move on. What's wrong with you?
無事だったのか
You're
怪我は
okay.
平気なのか
But that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. I just talked over him accidentally. It was all
また
accident.
そ
I'm
の
sorry.
話かよ。
That again? But then he says that again. Dadu interrupts. But the satellite is already on the roof. But that other friend, but she stops him in the hallway and says, "You banged into me, and are you worried about something?" But it feels like this would have been the thing that maybe he bangs in, or is he out of time again? You know, and you know what? Maybe you just gotta keep playing past 5 hours. Dadu interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said.
またその話とは
What do you mean
どういう
again?
意味
だって
I
1週間
I
前にも
mean,
僕にそんな
you
メー
sent
ル
me
送っ
that
てき
email
た
like
じゃん。
a week ago, right?
メール俺が
I sent you an email?
何よバカなマキセ・クリスが殺されているのを見たのはほんの
That's
3時間前だ
ridiculous.
ぞ
I saw her dead just 3 hours ago.
ちょっと勝手に殺さないでくれますか私ピンピンして
Oops.
そうい
Hey,
えば
can you
あ
talk
のメ
to
ー
me?
ル
Not talk to me
変
while
な
I'm here.
感
That's
じだったな。
sorry. Sorry. I
送
my
信日時が1週間後になってた。
because I read it.
つまり未来から来たっつうか。
You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future.
未来から来た
It came from the future?
ネットで妙な考察サイトでも見た
That
のか
sounds
な
like stop.
お前がとんでも理論を言い出すとは珍しい
That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Dad. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories.
違うがな。
No.
確かにメールの日付は1週間後の28あそっか28日だから今日じゃん
The date was definitely a week later. It came from the 28th. Wait, that's today. Dadu pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Someone stabbed. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 21st at 12:56, but it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 emails. Someone stabbed. Bed makise ke urisu don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? Can I click on? Oops, shit. I do recognize the content though.
これは
Can I can't move this. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But it went to his past self. But then he would have forgotten because to him it would have been 3 hours ago. But Dadu thinks he's already crazy because he got. But then he likely would have talked about this in his last week, but Nintendo doesn't. Remember that because he's only been in the last 3 hours. So that's But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Dadu really get this a week ago?
興味深いわね
Interesting. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Dadu's phone. Oh, right. The email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. I feel like I just had that circular thought. The real question is why she's still alive. Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit? Am I haunted? No, because I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist. Dun dun dun. I timidly reach out to Karisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feel silky. Quite the cuticles.
ある実体が
She has substance.
やはり幽霊だというのは考えすぎか
Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me, right?
オカリンまずくね
Y'all get in. I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one.
おい
Hey, wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulder before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radikan? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wound. This requires further investigation. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it.
己は
Are you
警察
trying to
に
get
つけ
yourself arrested? I just want to
真実
know
を
the
知りたい
truth.
だけだ
I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher.
何が真実よこの変態バカなの死ぬの
What truth, you perv? You stupid? Wanna die? She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞来たこれ
Louise Chan's famous line for the win. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press
俺は
Kurisu.
確かに見たのだ
I know what I saw.
まさかあんた
No way.
私の下着を
Just see my underwear? Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down.
この手の目が
No.
そうではない
You fool, not that. Huh? Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabashi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explain everything that I saw.
えドクタ
Wait,
ー
Dr.
中
Nakabashi?
鉢
オカリン何言ってるん
What are you talking about? Aoki?
中鉢の発表会なら中止になったじゃん
Dr. Nakabashi's presentation was
中
canceled.
止
Canceled?
そう人工衛星の墜落で
Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy?
ねえちょっとあなた
Excuse me.
我が名は
My name
京馬だ
It's Hoyoen Kayoma. Why does that not sound like what he's saying? That's where I'm getting stuck. That's not what he's saying. But to me it's like ho you o u n Kayoyuma Kyoyuma. Ooh, it's maybe the key. Is it key? It's not quite. Kyoyuma. Fuck. Kyo. Stop. Kyoyuma.
違うよ全然違うよ
Really, man? You're hopeless.
おーいんさん今の話
Okay, Oyo
詳し
son.
く教えてほしいんですが
I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying, but I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
マキセさん、そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょ
Makise-san, it's almost time. Makise.
はい
All right, thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
オカリンとりあえず僕らも行こうぜ
We should go too.
行くとはどういう意味だ
Go where?
講義を聞きに来たんだろ
To hear the lecture, duh? Ah, that. That who follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the genius girl Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture.
今日は私のような若輩者の話を聞きに来てくださってありがとう
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today.
講義をする方だったのか
She's the one giving the lecture. I figure that was as good a break point as any, and I'm going to continue playing for another hour, of course, but I figured this is going to be a big exposition dump, of course. I've experienced this before, maybe 4 times before. It's very long, but I'm going to get through it again. Just remind myself on all the different theories that are going to be dropping on us. Just in case, for all of you, I'm just going to give you a little bit more context. I might still be providing the link down in the description below to the prior edit of the worldline mess that happened over the years. And I will, of course, let you know when I've reached my blind point. But that being said, obviously still be careful with spoilers in the comments below. But you'll get the context from the other worldline edits, the other playlist. If you want to know where I'm at and what I've seen and my thoughts along the way. Right now I'm just sort of getting to the point where I dropped off, and then I'll start more speculative talk around the narrative and around some of the theory, crafting, and all that stuff that goes into a game like this. That, I mean, even now replaying it, like, it's just, you know, it's reaffirming some stuff that I might have had theories on before. But of course, all of that I'll culminate it all at some point whenever I can finally speak more about the story stuff from a blind perspective, as opposed to me knowing what the next couple scenes are all going to be about. Now, this is the main one that's supposed to be dropping a lot of exposition about the stuff that matters, in my opinion, the stuff that's going to matter to the subtext of the story and the foundation of what this tale is actually about. Now, we got some evidence of that up until now, which was our Act 1, but now it's about exposition drop, and the quest is, of course, kicking off, then finding out the discovery, which is, of course, Makisei's death and all that stuff, right? So that's all very clear, but it's such an entangled narrative with time that yeah, you do need something like this just to kind of, and it's kind of heavy, it's just extremely heavy, and it's quite an intro now for me talking about this, because I might click a little faster through some of this part. So pause it if you want to read what she's saying, because I don't know how I'm going to get through this, but I'm probably going to click through a little faster, you know. But yeah, it's important because it contextualizes some of that subtext for you, like, even you don't have to understand it as someone experiencing the story, right? But you have to understand that these are ideas that are part of the story, that they make up the story. Maybe all of them, maybe all of these things make up the story. That's the part I can't wait to get into, deeper into Act 2, which is, I think, where I want to unravel some of this time travel stuff, because I do love time travel narratives, alternate timelines, string theory, anything that you know, in comics and X-Men and stuff. Like, there's enough history there that Marvel Comics specifically and X-Men specifically is you know, in the early 90s, but like now it's a multiverses all over the place, right? It's like a common idea at this point. But yeah, so there's different ways of thinking of how alternate timelines work and loops work, and if you're talking string theories, and then there'll be alternate futures, but alternate paths that become the present. And there's some stuff you can unravel. Let's get into it. Let's get into this lecture, and let's see how I experience it this time around. I'm going to try to, like I said, I'll try to go through some of the heavier stuff, the loaded text, a little faster. Japan's famous girl genius Makisei Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I've forgotten all about it. Or she did. It's my first time. I won't talk over her. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radican how cunning and aggressive she really is. But see, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think there's like more. He's still confused about some other I don't know, it's some other variant or something. You know, that's what I'm waiting to kind of experience. I can't wait to get to the blind zones. Anyways, even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I did it again. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel? Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. No objection! There we go. Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd.
オカリン、
What did I do?
オカリン、
It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. オカリン、
オカリン、
What did I do?
オカリン。
It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd.
無茶しやがって。
Oh, you magnificent fool. He just wants clownery, you know. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. Hey, TF, staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
まあ、はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Okay, it's fine. I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks for your proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind
で
that.
もその前に、私の考えを話させてください。
But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Here we
これ
go.
まで世界中の科学者た
Oh, she
ちが
speaks through all of
タイム
these,
トラベ
yeah.
ルについての理論を提唱して
I
き
don't know
ま
if
し
I
た
can。speed through these.
主な理論だけでも11に及びます。
Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard about the cosmic string theory at least. The 11 theories.
中性子星理論、ブラックホール理論、高速理論、
Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory,
タキオン理論、ワームホール理
tachyon
論、
theory,
エキゾチック
wormhole
物質理
theory,
論、
exotic matter theory,
宇宙紐理論、
cosmic
量子
string
重力理
theory,
論、
quantum
セシウ
gravity
ムレーザ
theory,
ー光理論、
cesium laser theory,
素粒子リングレーザー理論、
elementary
ディラッ
particle
ク反
ring
粒子理論、
and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory. Not bad. Perhaps Mikise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all.
それらの理論はい
However,
ずれも
oops.
仮説の域を出ません。
All of these models are purely theoretical.
場合によっては11個
Some
の
of
中の
them
別の理論
even
によって
contradict each other.
では
I will speak over a little bit.
12番目の理論が発見されたとしたらどうかな。
Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model?
うん
Alright, well,
13番目の理論によって否
it
定
could be
されるかもしれ
contradicted
ま
by
せ
the
んね。
13th model, now couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touche, genius girl. Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now.
ちなみに未来へのタイムトラベルなら今すぐにでも可能ですよ。アインシュタインの相対性理論によればね。
By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's spatial theory of relativity. I could skip, I just realized. I don't know if I want to, because I really need to absorb all this again, so I hope you don't mind sitting through this. Some of you for the fourth time.
例えば今すぐ羽田
For
空
example.
港に行ってそこから沖縄行きあたりの飛
Go
行
on,
機に
Kurisu,
乗れば
sorry.
目的地に降り立った時その人は10億分の1秒くらい私より未来に進んでいる。
Let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am. What does that mean?
移動する速さが高速に近づけば近づくほど時間は遅く流れる。それが相対性理論ですから。
According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light.
極論を言えば光と同じほどの速さで走ることができたら流れる時間はその人だけ半分になるわけ。
For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast as you do.
24時間その速度で走り続ければ周囲では48時間が経ったことになるから丸1日分未来へ飛んだことになるんですよ。法王院京馬さん。
If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand? Hoyoyen Kyoyoma? I didn't say that right. Hoyoyen Kyoyoma. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name.
それはへりくつではないかな。
But that's not really time travel, is it? Now a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience.
そうですね。
Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old girl, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all of these people. A normal 18-year-old girl will panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet Makisu Kurisu giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on.
では過去には行けるのか
Then what
な
about to going
過
to
去
the
にだって今
past?
すぐ行けますよ。夜になったら望遠鏡で空を覗いてみてください。何万年も前の光を見ることができるでしょ。
Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you?
それもへりくつですよ。
That's not time travel either. This time, it's a nearby student who
ま
objects.
あ、今までのは前
I
を。
was just getting started. Was it just me or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now?
例えば実際に皆さんが体ごと過去や未来へ行くことができるようなタイムマシンを作るにはまず何が必要か考えてみましょう。
Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need?
代表的なところだと宇宙紐理論かワームホ
The
ール
best
理論か
candidates for
な。
this are cosmic strings and
宇
wormholes.
宙紐というのは
A
超
cosmic
巨大な
string
質
is a
量を持つ
string-shaped
紐みた
crevice
いな
with
形の
extreme
ひ
mass.
び割れです
A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
ひびの幅は素粒子と同じぐらいで長さは最低でも銀河系と同じくらいと思っていただければいいです。
The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy.
これは巨大な質量であるがゆえに時空を歪める
I
性質を
forgot
持
that
って
she
いるん
talked
です
through all of this.
その歪ん
It
だ
makes
時
it,
空
I'm
を
talking
紐
over
を
it.
中
I
心
know.
にあなたがぐるっと
Here's
一
the thing.
周すると360度以内で回りきることができる。
It actually makes it like it doesn't make it feel jarring. I feel like it makes it feel jarring. Not to me, and I find like reading like as I go because I'm kind of getting the information twice. Honestly, like I'm reading it and then I'm reading it again to say it aloud. But I sort of need to do that for the audience because the audience doesn't have, especially those who aren't watching the video, and I'm covering some of the words, you know. But if they have captions on, you have to hear the captions have to be translating something, you know, and it won't translate multiple languages, right? So, but it feels a little bit jarring, slightly, maybe. I don't know. Does it to you? I don't know. I don't know. We're 3 episodes in, and I feel like I don't know how often is this kind of like crunch gonna happen. I'm not sure it will. I don't think I remember any more from here to the cafe. And then cafe. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees.
要するにワープみたいなことが
In
できる
short,
と
you
いう
could
こと
do
です
something resembling a warp. This is called the space-time angular deficit. I'm going to speak over some of them. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Hold on, let me stop for a second.
これを応用して宇宙紐が高速に近い速さ
Turn
で
this
運
into a
動
mess.
しているとき
Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. I keep interrupting myself too because I'm trying to get a bunch of thoughts out, but still moving this along. But I feel like if I could turn off the voice maybe and then just talk through some of this lecture stuff, because it's not monotone, but you know what I mean, like it's not character voice acting at this point. It's just literally an exposition dump. But this is so long that it's, you know what I mean, that it
相対性
feels
理
like
論により
feels a little
宇
heavy.
宙紐の時間は周囲より遅くなるから歪んでいる角度欠損の領域を通過すると本来ゼロだった通過時間がマイナスになる。
According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. But see, if I talk over her, then no one's hearing anything. And that's the criticism there that I get now. Like, even me talking over her, I'm not, yay. Oh god, so I get it, but so it makes like visual, oh, hey, she's not talking. That's what makes like visual novels maybe a little tricky for me, because I'm not really sure the perfect way to like do them, you know? Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0.
通過後の方が過去になって
Why
いる
wasn't
わ
that spoken out, actually? In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit.
で2本の宇宙紐を使って空間欠損ジャンプを行い元の地点まで周回するように戻ってくるとちょうど周回を開始したのと同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。
If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. Now, this is the important part I would take away from the exposition, though, because this is the one that I feel like is the most vital to what potentially happened in Act 1, right? To and
ざっくり言っちゃうと、それ
that,
が宇宙ひも理
roughly
論による
speaking,
タイム
is
ト
time
ラベ
travel
ル。
by means of cosmic strings.
ちなみに誤解しないでほしいのは、宇宙ひも理論は超ひも理論とは別物ということ
By
で
the
す。
way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstring.
というわけで、宇宙ひも理論で過去へ行くために用意するものは
Now then, you
3つ。
need 3 strings in order to travel to the past with
そ
cosmic
の
strings.
1、宇宙ひも。これは2つ必要です。あ、ちなみに宇宙ひもって生まれたばかりの宇宙にしかないという過程なので、探すのはかなり骨が折れるかも。
First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find.
その2、仮に宇宙ひもを見つけてきたら、
Second,
それを光に近い
You would
速
need
さ
the
で
energy
運動させる
required
た
to
め
make
の
them move.
エネルギーが必要です。
to make them move required to make them move at near light speed. A little typo there.
銀河と同
Did I
じ
get stuck
長
on
さ
that
の
before? I don't feel like I
光
ever got stuck on that.
光並みに加速させる
How
に
much
は
energy do you think
どのくらい
you
のエネル
need
ギ
to
ーがいるん
accelerate
ですかね。
something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than
1.21 ジゴワット以上なの
1.21
は確かです。
gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Back to the Future
その
reference.
3、宇
Third,
宙ひもがあるところまで行って戻ってくるための宇宙船。タイム
you
トラ
need
ベ
a
ルする人
spaceship
は
capable of
これ
reaching
に
these
乗らない
cosmic
といけま
strings
せ
and
ん。
returning. With the time traveler alive, of course.
どうですホーインさん。宇
What
宙
do
ひ
you
も理
think?
論でのタイムトラベル
Ayoin-san?
挑戦できると思いますか？
Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
ホーインさん
Looks
は
like-
宇宙ひも理論には挑戦したくないようですね。
Looks like Hoyun-sen doesn't want to take the challenge.
だったらもう一つ例に挙げたワームホール理論を
In
どう
that
です
case, let's consider
こ
wormholes.
ちらは宇宙ひも理論よりはもう
They may be a little more realistic than
ところ
cosmic
でホ
strings.
ーインさん
By the
ワ
way,
ームホールって
Hoyun-san,
どんなものか知って
do you
ます
know
か
what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
空間に開いた抜け道のようなものだろ
It's like a shortcut through space, right?
ね、そうです。
Yeah, that's correct. Phew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって、それはトンネルでつながっている。トンネルは通過時間ゼロで通り抜けられる。2つの穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。
There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0.
だけど、ここで残念なお知らせ。ワームホールのトンネルは超重力がかかっていて、開通すると同時に潰れちゃいます。
But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens.
だから、かかる重力を無効化するために、
So we need something to negate the effect of gravity.
いわゆるエキゾチック物質。これはマイナスの重さを持つ物質で、重力に
So-called
反発する
exotic
んです。
matter, a substance with negative mass which repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワームホールのトンネ
Say
ルです。
that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible
こ
fist.
こを通るためには手の中に私が握ろうとする力に反発する何かを作ってむぎゅ
In
ー
order
っ
to
とできな
pass
くしないとダメということです
You
ね
need。something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish anymore. Kurisu opens her fist.
エキゾチック物質を注入してワームホールを安定させれば瞬間移動は可能になります。でもタイムトラベルをするにはそこからもう一手間必要。
If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort.
ここでは仮にワームホールの
For
入り
example,
口側の穴がまず
Oops, God damn it.
LA にある穴を光に近い速さで宇宙の果てまで
She's talking
飛ばしちゃってください。そして
First,
果てまで行ったらすぐに LA に引っ張り戻す。
we send the wormhole in LA First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at near the speed of light, and once it's there, we yank it back to LA.
相
How?
対性理論により光の速さで動くと時間は遅く流れる。LA に戻ってきた穴は秋葉原にある穴よりも過去にあるということになり、
According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole.
というわけで、その状態で法王院さんがワームホールに飛び込んだら数年前の LA に行けるでしょう。
So now if Hoyin's son jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left.
でもこの時点ではまだタイムトラベルをしたことにはなりません。疑似的なタイムトラベルです。いわゆる浦島効果ね。
However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Urashima effect.
重要なのはこの後 LA から秋葉原にもう一度ワームホールを通って戻ること。そうするとその通過時間はゼロなので、
The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is
法
zero.
王院さんは
Hoyin's
数年前
son
の秋
will
葉原に
return
戻
to
ってきて
Akihabara several years in the past.
これで
Time travel
ワ
complete.
ームホール理論に必要なもの
The
は
prerequisite of
宇宙人
wormhole
の
travel
ですよ。
are simpler than the ones for cosmic
そ
string
の
theory.
1、ワームホールそのもの。この宇宙のどこかにもしかしたらあるかもしれません。
First, the wormhole itself. They may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen
その
them.
2、ワームホールの穴を光並みの速さで宇宙の果てまで往復させることのできるエネルギー。
Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed.
その3、エキゾ
Third,
チック物質。
exotic matter,
ち
which,
なみにこれ、
by the way,
実在は確認され
has
てま
not
せ
been
ん。
confirmed to exist. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort.
バカらしいと最初に言った理由
Now
は
do you see what I
分か
mean?
ってもらえましたか？
Now, do you see what I meant when I said that time travel is an absurd concept?
タイムトラベルの理論はどれも思考実験です。それらの理論からでは実際にタイムマシンを作ることはできないということ。
Time
それ
travel
が
theories
私からの回答で
are
す。
all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer.
もっと簡単なものはないんですか？例えば机の引き出しを開けるだけで使えるものとか。
Isn't there anything simpler, like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something?
ないですね。
I'm afraid not. A firm declaration.
結局、現代の物理学じゃそこが限界。10年後にはどうなってるか分かりませんが。
This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years, though.
それに、仮にもっと簡単に過去へ行ける方法が発見されたとしても、実際に行けるとは限らない。
Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working.
因果率に関する根本的な問題が解決されていませんから。
And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved.
タイムパラドックス。
You mean time
質量保存の法
paradoxes.
則。
You know, he did it again. It's an English word he just said there. And conservation of mass. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be an extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
質量保存の法則を宇宙のようなマクロレベル、あるいは原子や素粒子などのミクロレベルの仕組みに当てはめるのは誤りです。
If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems, like the universe, or microsystems like atoms, or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That little... God, how mortifying.
あれは化学反応に対する法則でしかないから。現代物理学においては全く成立しない。
Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all.
無から有は生み出せますか？
Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty
で
amazing.
は何が問題となるのかね。
Then what's the problem?
タイムパラドックスはタイムパラドックスでも親
The
殺しの
time
パラドック
paradox
スの方です。
of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. Oh, that thing. where you kill your own ancestors before you were born.
そのパラドックスの解が導き出されない
As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized.
殺さなけれ
Never.
ばいいんじゃないの？
What if you just don't kill them?
そんな単純な問題じゃありません。 SF 映画と同じように考えるのはとても危険です。あなたが消えるだけじゃ済まされない。
You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really? It doesn't seem that
矛
dangerous.
盾が生じることは因果律の崩壊、相対性理論の崩壊、さらにはこの世のすべての物理法則の崩壊を意味するのよ。
Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in
パラ
existence.
ドックスは理論上の思考実験に過ぎない。現実に起きることはないし、起きてはいけ
Paradoxes
ない
are
ことなんで
nothing
す。
more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not.
だからたとえ 0.00001% でも起きる可能性のあるどんな行動も絶対に実行には移せない。そう考える方が自然じゃないですか？
Nothing that has even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say this is the logical
多世
conclusion?
界解釈や自己無矛盾の原理っていう抜け道もありますが、個人的にはファンタジーすぎると思うので認めたくないですね。
There may be loopholes like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy to me to accept. Hold in the rage, I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Mikise Kurisu dead, and yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu, my conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. And here we go. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exorcised. I seriously doubt that the Mikise Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese. It's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of the Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Mansai Bashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the most famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here.
あれれオカリンだ
It's Okarin!
てる
Of course. There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Urushibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. That's right. Son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy.
岡部さんこんにち
Good
は
afternoon, Okabe-san. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes, but he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning, but he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside, but he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up, but he's a guy. I don't remember it happening this often. I don't even remember some of those extra details. I don't remember them. I felt like that was
お前
Lukako.
俺が
That blade I gave
刀
you.
はどうした
What happened to him? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in with his eyes.
妖刀さみだ
You
れの
mean
ことで
Demon
すよ
Sword
ね。
Semidare?
そうだ
Correct.
あれはお前の力を制御するために
So you
や
can
った
learn
の
how
だ
to
ぞ
control your power.
秋葉の武器屋本舗で買ったやつでしょ。
Oh, yeah.
980円だっ
You
け。
bought it at Bladeworks, right? I think you said it cost $980.
マユリそれ以上言うと奴らに
Don't say another word.
この件について
Anymore.
口を出すな
And they will come to silence you.
消されちゃうの？おか
They're
り
gonna silence me.
心配してくれてありがとう。
Thanks for worrying about me,
でも
Okarin.
やつらって誰
But
か
who
な？
are they? I ignore Mayori's question. Oh, from
そ
Mayori.
れでルカコ
So, Lukako,
妖刀サミダレはちゃんと使っているのか
are you making sure to practice with Semidai, like I told you?
はい。一
Yes.
日一回は素振りを。
I do practice swings once a day.
あれを持ち精神三魔流を極めさえすればお前は己の内にある邪悪な炎に焼かれずに済む
As long as you carry it and master the Shaishin Zanma, school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Semidare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. True power. And it was on sale for only $980 yen, tax included.
あんな素敵なものをプレゼントしてもらえて。
Thank you, Okabe-san.
岡部さんには
It
感
was
謝
a
してい
wonderful
ます。
present.
俺は岡部ではない
My name isn't Okabe.
おかりんだよ。
It's Okarin.
ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san.
分かればいいのだでは合言葉を
As long as you understand. Now speak the words.
エルブサイコンガリウ
El Sai Kongalu?
違うコンガ流ではなく、コング
Not Kangaloo. Kongru.
はい。
Yes.
エル
El
サイ
Sai
コングル
Kongru.
これでいいですか？
Did I get it right? Lukako smiles happily as I nod.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy.
美しい師弟関係
Such
だ
a beautiful master-disciple relationship.
マユシーは不女子じゃないけど、ちょっとドキドキしてきちゃうよ。
Mayushi's not a Fujushi. I need to look this one up again. I don't know. But she's getting a little excited. Oh, I kind of what? What are you guys talking about? Fujoshi. I'll do this again. Oh, there's like a subcategory. Otaku. A term for people with an obsessive interest in a particular topic. Hobbyists most often refer to fans of anime, manga, and video games. But they are also train otaku, military otaku, electronics otaku, etc. And then there's like a subcategory. Fujoshi is an otaku, a variant, a term for female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men. Does not apply to female otaku in general. There's still a few in here I did not get, like Frepara. Oh yeah, there's like that whole other scene that we're, oh god, there's still stuff I have to hit here. Let's keep moving.
マユリちゃん、変な想像しないで。
Mayori-chan, please don't imagine such things. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship. I, Hoyoyen Kyoima, have gone to great lengths to brainwash, teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon Sword Sumidare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple, though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy.
それで なぜマユリはここにいる？
What are you doing here, Mayuri?
ルカ君に会いに来たんだよ。
I came to see Lukako-kun.
来月のコミマでライネットのキラリちゃんコスをしてほしいってずっと頼んでるのにちっとも OK してくれないんだよ。
As like a Comic-Con or something. Kamima's coming up next month, and I want him to cosplay as Karate-chan from Rainet. But he won't say yes.
だって
But
コスプレするなんて
cosplaying,
僕
that's just too embarrassing for me.
でもルカ君は絶対似合うと思うんだ。
I'm sure you'll look great in it.
こんな可愛い子が女の子のはずがないって大人気になるよ。ねえしようよコスプレデビュー。
The phrase "someone this cute can't be a girl" is really popular, you know. Come on, make your cosplay debut. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukako as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I wouldn't understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on, Lukako has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of.
そんなくだらないことは後でやるんだな。
Save the trivial stuff for later.
マユシにとっては
But
大
it's
事
really
なこと
important
だ
to
もん。
Mayushi,
俺にとってはくだらないことなのだ。
and it's trivial to me.
それよりルカコよ。
Anyway,
俺がこの神社を訪ねたのは他でもない。お祓いを頼みたいのだが、やってもらえ
there's
な
a
いか
good reason for being there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism.
お祓いですか？
An
だっ
exorcism?
たらお父さんに
Then I'll go get my dad. Please wait.
あ、いや、そこまで
No,
俺
no,
は
no,
しな
no.
くていい。
It's nothing that
気休めのようだ
serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of
と
kind
いうわ
of.
けで、例
So,
のあれ
with
を
that said, bring out the usual.
例のあれと言いますと
The usual?
サミダレですか？
You mean Samidare?
違う。
No.
お祓いに用途は必要ないだろう。
Who the hell uses a
I
demon
think that
sword for an
I already got
exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious.
正式な名称はわからんが、
I don't know what
ここ
it's
に
called.
白い紙が
The
ふさふさ
stick
とついていて、
with the ziggy-zaggy paper
さ
thingies
っさと振るやつだ。
that the priest does a shaky thingy with. I love this guy.
今のオカリンの説明
That sounded really dumb, Okarin. Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
おほぬさですね。
Oh, the Onan.
でもお父さん貸してくれるかな？
Onsa. Oh, the Onsa. But I don't know if my father will lend it to me.
ちょっと聞いてきます。
I'll go ask him. Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pocket. I probably talked about this in one of my Let's Plays. I had one of these all through high school, hooked onto the belt. It was my grandfather's. I had that thing for like 5 or 6 years. I couldn't wear them on my wrist. Did I talk about this? I don't remember. It probably doesn't matter. Because I play a lot of sport. I just do a lot of crazy, stupid crap. Sports and stuff. Not general sport, like extreme shit all the time. And I'd always break things on my like wrists and shit like that. So the watch. Because you could easily take it off. I don't know. I'm too lazy to take it off my wristwatch. I don't know. Like, I can't explain this to you. I had one. My grandfather's was awesome. And then it broke. How did that story just loop around like that? The fuck? Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it. I didn't realize how stupid at the end of that, the life cycle of that watch was that it ended up breaking. The irony of it all. Anyways, that's why I chuckled just like the first time I realized it. Okay, obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it. Not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあマユシーはこれからバイト
Well,
だから
time for me to go to work.
そうか、頑張ってこい。
Do your best.
バイト
You're
が終
going
わったら
straight after home?
帰る
You're going straight home afterwards? Yep. Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. See, man, I think I'm, it slides out of me sometimes when I actually like, I'm not going to explain. Okay, she comes when I'm. Yeah, you know, I have to explain. When I pretend I'm speaking like an anime character, I feel like it comes out right. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what I have to like switch my brain into anime character mode, and then for some reason I pull the vibes, the aura of the anime I've heard, and the sounds, because it just sounds to me. But the sounds become the sounds that come out of my mouth. Anyway, she comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro. You know what I'm saying? Too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. See you tomorrow. Ikebukuro. I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off. I'm distracted, you're right. Wait, Mayuri, back at Radika. You heard a man scream, right? Scream? Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. When was that again? This afternoon. I don't think I heard anything. Oh, well, alright. Okarin's a weirdo. Bye-bye. Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway. Thanks for waiting, Okabe-san. Okabe-san. Lukako returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for. That let me borrow it. Thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave? Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, thought Lukako. He sounds so like it's so dramatic, you know. Okay. But do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway? Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart, a terrible chill shoots up my spine. Yeah, it's the evil spirit in my arm. I grab my violently shaking wrist. Try to take me over. No way. Please hang in there, Okabe-san. It's like force roleplay. I'm not Okabe-san. I'm sorry, Kiyome-san. What should I do? The exorcism. Hurry. Just do it. Okay. With a serious look on his face, Lukako grasps the Onusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His face is red, and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward. Amateur. I don't want to kill you. I don't remember that. I don't remember to kill you. Lukako starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukako's managed to work up his resolve. Hear me, evil spirit. He raises the Unusa up high, shaking it left and right. Please leave from Okabe. Okabe, I mean, please leave from Okabe. I mean, Kiyoma-san.
そのまま俺の腕に
That's great.
を当てろ
Now strike my arm with the zigzags. The tip of the onsa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur. But nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped.
大丈夫だ
I'm okay.
悪霊は去ったようだよ
Looks
くやっ
like
た
you
な
drove
ル
the
カ
evil spirit. Drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukako. Lukako sighs in relief and blushes.
お役に立ててよかったです
I'm glad I was able to help. His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. I could swear that ended with, but he's a guy. I could swear that it was like one last fade to black, but he's a boy, but he's a guy, but he's a boy, but he's a guy. So that's what I mean. Like it's all tripping up. My memories are all busted. Okay, here we go. Bron tube scene. Where we at? Holy smokes, time just flies. Yeah, but I remember that lecture was just enormous. Now this is pretty long, but I think I'm gonna give it a go. Try to squeeze this one in too, and then I think it might just be one more because then it's the reporter and then and then we're good, we're caught up. So let's give this another. Let's push this one. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Bron tube workshop for repairs. Let's keep going. Daru and Mayuri, they've already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from the gigantic CRT in the middle of the room. Oh my god, I might have just put another piece together. Like I do not believe it dawned on me. A giant CRT monitor in the middle of the room, and it's on the first floor, they're on the second floor. There's probably a bunch of waves and shit, like, converging. That might, like, all of it is sort of like, don't spoil, Jesus Christ. Like, don't, but it sounds crazy enough to be possible. Okay, a 42-inch CRT television. It doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT.
Oh,
Yo, what's up, Okabe? Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building. Tenuji Yogo. I call him Mr. Bron. Everyone has a different name, right? It's a fitting name for someone who loves Bron tubes.
どうしたもこうしたもないですよあなたからもらったテレビが壊れた
What's up? That TV you gave me broke. That's what.
おめえ
That's
俺
what's
の
up.
ブラウン管を乱暴に扱いやがったな
I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you? I barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter.
愛が足りねえんだよ愛が
Love. You gotta treat him with love. That muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine.
修理をお願いしたい
I'll need repairs post-haste.
相変わらず変な
Man,
話し
why
方
do
だ
you
な
always
お
talk
め
like
え
that?
って
Mr. Brown begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place. There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional, according to Mr. Brown. He's got a full range of both... Excuse me. I got mail. Mayuri! Upa is super popular, you know. Even more popular than the hero Kakeru-kun. They're so cute, I want to collect them all. Damn right, like Pokemon games, I keep failing me on this channel. It's like how you used to collect black fingerless gloves, remember? You used to collect black fingerless gloves, so I can ask about one or the other. I mean, this was curious, right? What does it matter? I don't know. I can choose one. I'm gonna go black fingerless gloves. Attachments. Wait a minute. Is that how I got the attachments? From some other worldline? No. No, attachments are... No, it has to be. if she's sending these attachments now, but I could swear I just saw them in my wallpaper. I saw them in my wallpaper though. The other one I didn't have an attachment of the metal Upa in the last email. What the fuck? Wait, I can't. Oh, that says attachment right there. That's so exciting. Even more popular than the hero Kakerusuku. I'm gonna go black fingerless gloves. Reply. Indeed, but you must never speak of that to anyone else. It was necessary to steal the abomination lying dormant in this right arm of mine. It was necessary to seal? Wait, how long has he been role-playing with this silly-ass arm thing? Lying dormant in this right arm of mine. Alright. I mean, alright, I guess I'll go with that. What a disaster. Okay, hold on. Watch. Wait, where is it? Here. It has to be. Which means I didn't. This is coming later, but I already have it because of some worldline. It has to be, man. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Put this phone away. He's got a full range of both old and used. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market.
今日は遅くまでやっているんですね。
You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? 7, you say. The crowds in Akihabara thin quickly at night. And 7 times 4? Death? 4th floor? The first act? All the major electronic stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent. I'm expecting someone. You mean that chipmunk of yours? Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk, you hear? The man glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl, shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? Probably the other way around. I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again? If you touch Nai, you're dead. That's it, Nai. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. Did you say we? And by we, I mean Mayori. This is really I'm getting messed up by myself, I think. Since she's the only one Nai gets along with. Nai always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Brawl makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money. Ain't a customer. He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer. There's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it. Really? Well then, by all means. Hold on, I'll get you an estimate. Oh, you're charging me? What do you think? This ain't some charity. You're the one who gave us the TV. Yeah? So what? Never said I'd service it for free. Curse you. You have some gall to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us. Shut up. If you don't want it, I can take it back. Though I'll have to charge him for a safe disposal. Extortion! You dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind? Huh?
それ誰のことだ？
Who's that now?
俺のことに決まっているでしょ。
Me, of course. Who else?
歯
I'm
磨いて寝
screaming,
ろ
aren't
よ
I?
ガキ。
Precious, you
2
think
階
we're
を
asleep,
ただ
kid?
同然で貸してやってるこの俺にそういうこと言うとはいい度胸だな。
You've got some nerve to be back talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing.
修理代は弾もう。ミスター・ブラウ
You
ン。
shall have your money, Mr. Brown. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then I hear the door open. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs. What's up? Suddenly, time stops. It feels like someone activated the world.
あれ
The girl is still standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for? Seriously. Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally. Another daughter? Oh, dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat. I called her.
電話したあまね
I'm
です
Amane? And just like that, time starts moving again.
ああ、バイトの面接したいって子な。俺が店長の天王寺だ。
Oh, so you're the kid for the job interview. I'm Tenoji, the manager.
バイトの面接だとこんな若い
A
女性
job interview? This young
こ
woman?
の新規臭くておしゃれ感ゼロで繁盛もしておらず無才おっさんが店長のブラウン管工房にバイト希望だというの
Work
か
at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Brontu workshop with this filthy old manager?
おめえ、来月から2階の家賃1000
You
円
want an
なし
extra
な。
1,000 yen added to your
これ
rent?
は事実を言ったまでですよもっ
My
とも
words are but the truth.
部外者が口を出す問題ではないが
Though I suppose it's not my place to get involved.
しかしブラウン管工房が
Anyway.
バイトを募集していたとはなこの暇さではその必要性を全く感じないのだが
Anyway, I had no idea. The Brontu workshop was hiring. You always look so free. I didn't know you needed the help.
ああそれは私が電話で無理って
Actually,
頼
I'm
ん
the
だ
one
ん
who
です
begged for the job. The girl looks a little
最
embarrassed.
初は断られたんだけどさ
The boss
店
refused
長
at
さん
first,
にどうしてもお願い
but
し
I
ま
wouldn't
すっ
take no for an
て
answer. That's honestly surprising.
今時珍しい若者がいたもんだよな。ま、そこの椅子に座んな、お嬢ちゃん。
Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady.
失礼します
Oh, thank you. Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Brown hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a bit longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous, just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic.
で、名前は
Right.
何だって
What was your name again?
あまねすずはです
Amane Suzuha? Yeah, that sounds right.
年は
Age?
18
18? Same as me.
学生
Student?
うん
No. She shakes her head.
なんでうちで働きたいんだ
Why do you want to work here?
ブラウン管が好きだから
Because I love CRTs.
採用明日から来い
Hired. You start tomorrow.
それでいいの
What?
か
Wait,
というか
what?
これはコントか
Is this
もしか
some,
して
some
仕
sort
込み
of
か
joke? Are we on camera?
ありが
Thanks,
とう
boss.
店長さん
Finally, Amane Suzuha seems to relax. Then she looks at me.
ところでさ君は誰
Who are you?
俺のな
You.
聞きたいというのかいややめておけ
What a guy.
それを知ることでお前にも最悪が降りかかるかもしれん
You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy.
これまでも多くの人が俺の名を知ったことで機関に狙われたアメリカのサライタリアのクラウディアフランスのシモーヌこれ以上誰かを危険な目に遭わせるわけには
Sighs the voice. Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America. Claudia in Italy. Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger. Bam!
おい
Hey!
アホな妄想し
Stop
てんじゃねえよ
pulling things out of your ass. He just doesn't understand my pain.
このバカ男は
This
2階に
idiot
曲
rents
が
the
りして
second
る
floor.
岡部
Name's
仁
Okabe
太郎ってんだ
Rintaro.
岡部ではない
My name is not Okabe. It's Hoyoe.
うるせえ
Quiet,
さ
quit.
らに1000円
I'll
上乗
raise
せす
your
る
rent.
岡部
I'm Okabe Rintaro. Ah, the writing. The girl stands up, places her hand on her shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
君を狙ってるその機
I
関
don't
っての
know
が何
anything
なのか
about this
わかんないけど
organization that's after you.
もし困ってんなら私に相談して岡部倫太郎そういうの慣れてるからさ
But if you're ever in trouble, Okabe Rintaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that. That's weird, right? Like he's like catching him off guard. Of course it would. Stuff like what?
場合によっては手段を
If
選ばず痛め
necessary,
つけてやる
I
こと
can
も可
hurt
能
them
だし
so bad they'll never bother you again.
ミスター・ブラウン彼女は採用しない方がいいと思う
Mr. Bro, I don't think you should hire her.
ああ物騒だな騒ぎ起こしたらクビにするからなそもそもその期間なんたらは岡部の創作だから本気にすんな
Yeah, she might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyway, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head.
創作
It is?
せいぜいそう思ってるがいいさ
You just keep thinking that. But someday the world will kneel before me. Sorry. Don't pronounce the M. And then, Amane Suzawa. So, stop. I almost thought I was trying to roll into it, you know what I'm saying? Amane Suzawa. Stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
そういうのが流行ってんだ勉強になったよ
So that's the current trend? Thanks for the tip. Trend? I don't think so. Pretend like LARPing?
熱い
How long has this been like this, by the way? What? I didn't hear the noise though. I didn't hear the noise though. How dare you? Lukako, about yesterday. Oh, the 29th, okay. Are you you know what? That's okay, let's read this. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. I can't sleep, oh my god. Oh, it bothers me so much. I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Simidari. Oh, so exorcism ceremony or something? Oh, I can read all of them. Oh wait, no, stop. No, because I have to send. Did I send that last one? Shit. Oh, fuck, let's just read them. Don't worry. No, but I don't know if I can. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I thought I screwed up. Don't worry. Thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. Yesterday, what would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details. Don't tell me it's an ancient forbidden secret, an exorcism. It wasn't bad, just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to project dignity and confidence. Work on it. Oh, so you can be an ass. Curious about a greater ceremony or something, worried something might happen. And this is the organization one. I like the organization one. Let's reply to this one. Let's send that one out. Okay. Be prepared, Lukako. Trust no one. The organization is coming after us. Did I send this shit? I did. Okay. Now, okay, so we're in a new day here, and this is going to take us into the last sections. There's a couple scenes that I'm still aware of that need to happen. I feel like this has to lead to the one with the reporter, the one taking the pictures, and then she says something about Daru, like the old PC or something like that. See, I forget small little details. I know that there's like a bridge there, and then that bridge we go have to find Daru. Daru's at the Nyanya Cafe. Oh, I still have to do the internet. I still have to learn about Tutor. Shoot, I still have to learn about, I don't know when that happens. I don't know if it's like this, then it's John Tutor. Is it John Tutor? Anyways, we'll find out. And then it's the, yeah. And then it's the photographer lady. Whisper something. She has a nickname too. Goddamn fuck. He gives her a name. And then it goes to the Nyanya. Okay, so that's probably, I think it's an hour's worth, or maybe a little longer. But like I said, oh god, the save file that we got here. I can't. I could do a quick save. Wait, Does quick save always overwrite? Oh shit. Wait, where does that? Because I think I have this memory of like a quick save screwing things up. Like it doesn't actually quick save. I think that might have been my first world line. That might have been my first world line, because you see how you don't, like, I don't see it. Do you see it? I don't see it, right? Because we should be seeing 4-1. You see that? Do you see it? Do you see it? I almost did the exact same mistake. I did. The son of a bitch. Here, I'm gonna put it into the second one. Overwrite that son bitch, right? Because now we got a 4. There we go, 4-5. Oh man, I almost did it again without knowing. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can come back tomorrow, and like I'm gonna like focus on this game now. So this is no jokes. We're pushing through this world line. God damn it! I swear to you, we're gonna do it. And I hope it's gonna be in 1 more hour. But like you saw in that other save file, it says 5 hours. I don't remember there being another 2 hours of gameplay. I feel like I might have talked more when I was doing these blind. I might have had more to say. I'm not sure. And then in the re-edit in the playlist that's in the link in the description below, if you want to see my first pass through it, my last world line edit of it, which has clips in from the past world lines in with that playlist. That's why I'm going to leave that one alive, so that you can have the context if you want to like repeat your viewing, in case maybe because I feel like I'm literally experiencing things, micro things, small little things where I'm like, I do not remember it going that way. I don't remember it playing that way. So I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm just screwing myself up, because I'm looking for that kind of stuff to happen in the story, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if the game like takes that into consideration, but I've seen like other games do it. You know, like Doki Doki, or wait, was it Doki Doki? There's like games that do shit with the meta in the file, the systems itself. Undertale, right? We'll have stuff like that. So I don't know if that's what's going on here, and don't spoil me. I suppose I'm gonna be in the blind territory very soon, but just amuse yourselves with me working my way through the first 4 to 5 hours, and likely tripping up on things like that because my memory is just shattered anyways. It's all mixed up. It's all mixed up. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'll catch you in the next non-blind-ish episode. Just a little confusion, but not blind. But then after that, game's going to be blind, okay? So I'll catch you there. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.